Yo, here we go. This is a drop in the bucket for YouTubers. Yeah. Okay, so this is a YouTube suggestions. Okay, the YouTube to get your YouTube certification. Like you're interested in something, you might go to your AI, try to ask questions and figure it out. Then, what videos will teach me how to do this? What videos are reputable to give me accurate information and stuff like that? So if we did this, search the algorithm, search the algo.com. So it's an algorithm based. Where am I going to go to figure this out? Topic via desired outcome programming. Okay, so we're going to go with the desired outcome, right? So say you need to get a mortgage, or you're looking for a better job, or whatever. You're getting on YouTube to figure out how to stain cabinets. I don't know. Whatever. The desired outcome. Do you know what I mean? So you type that in, desired outcome, millionaire. And all these things would pop up. Like if I just typed in millionaire, I mean, it's just a bunch of stuff. But if the AI system then asked me another question and determined the desired outcome based off of whittling down what I don't want. You know what I mean? If I'm going to pick what I'm going to do, then it needs to be stuff that I want. I figure out what I want by eliminating what I don't want. Okay, so like Neo off of the Matrix. So he wanted to learn Kung Fu, so he downloaded Kung Fu. Well, you can't just like wiggle your eyes and stuff and be programmed, but you can do this thing where we can come up with a YouTube certification, because we asked at the algo.com that we can do this deal where you can get certified, saying that you went through all these different things and you downloaded and you've watched it, and it keeps track of what you've watched, and maybe like multiple choice questions at the end, and it's like an ongoing education. There's a great temple for that called the ongoing education in truck drive. Like all them stupid videos they make you watch is like, do you know where to park? Did you check your tires? Are you wearing your seatbelt? Whatever, you know what I mean? So you go by the desired outcome. Now this could be for yourself, or this could be a parent adjustable, right? So once you download this algo.com, it can watch the content that's coming through your screen. Okay, so I don't want a bunch of BS. I want to be able to focus. I only got so much bandwidth. So if I narrow down my bandwidth, my bandwidth is only so much. So if I narrow my focus, the focus will become more intense. So I'll be able to do what I need to do and get it done. So knowing where I want to go to begin with, the desired outcome, like that thing's going to help me find that. And we'll do this with an AI system, whatever, and then we'll have a YouTube certification, right? So now if you're a parent or yourself, you can adjust your content that you're watching with your eyes. So, you can go in and set the parameters for funny and for learning and for science and for whatever, you know what I mean? And you can go in with this pie chart thing and divide up your online time where you, don't wind up doom scrolling. You know what I mean? You watch this, you watch that or whatever, and you've used up your entertainment time, and now you got to watch this educational to get more entertainment time. So that's how you can make sure your kids are watching appropriate content for the desired outcome based on that. So this thing is going to show us how to do the Neo download, and once we complete, Neo download, we get a YouTube certification where you get like pops and bubbles, whatever. You only get the positive reinforcement when you have completed this stuff. There's no participation trophy. If you do not finish the course, you do not get squat. And then there's a ranking system. Okay, so we'll call the search engine stroller, right? So you can control the scroll with stroller. That's like our selling point, right? Stroller is available at algo.com. So Al is like the neighbor Al off of Home Improvement. You went over, Heidi Ho, neighbor. You know what I mean? And the guy could even say Heidi Ho and just peek over the fence, whatever, you know what I mean? And then I've done similar things with dads, where we have like a baseball card bio of dads. You could like register your dad. I've got a different video about that. And then we could also do elected baseball card bio of officials, which shows their policy and voting records and stuff like that. Know your official. Like, these could be sidelines of Algo. So I can look up who's a good dad, who's a good mom, and watch content off that, so I can be a better dad or mom. Or maybe I'm an orphan and I need a dad and a mom type of deal. And then I can be informed about who's doing what in my county, in my state, in my sheriff, in my national elections, whatever. But that could be simplified down. And all of this stuff, the algo would have a thumbs up and a thumbs down, so you can crowdsource thumbs up, thumbs down, and then look at the thumbs up and thumbs down with a Google review type of thing, where it's like, this helped me do this helped me do that. So that'll compile more of this stuff, information for Stroller to work better. So this thing will be increasing its accuracy as it goes, type of deal, just like with the AI stuff or whatever like that. Okay, so Stroller is a search engine algorithm where AI picks your tutorials per outcome, not I gotta get the question. Okay, so I don't know what questions to ask to get my outcome, right? So the hang up with AI is you got to ask it and then get some answers and ask some more. I don't need to be, I can't be a PhD level and know what question to ask. Tell me what I don't know. What I don't know is which question I should be asking, because I don't have the concept. These kids today, they don't have critical thinking. They have been told what to think. They're programmed to give their opinion. Let's use that to inform them and program them via Stroller, where the parent can do it, or you yourself. Say you're taking college courses, and you're like, I need to know this, that, the other for the exam. You know what I mean? You go to algo.com, you click into Stroller, and you type in your parameters of your desired outcome, and then it tells you, how do I make it past, the next testing phase for this class or whatever. You know what I mean? And then, you're reading your textbooks, you're doing your stuff and everything else like that, but then you're actually getting vetted accurate via the thumbs up and thumbs down, right? So I got to get the question right to stimulate the engine to find the content. Okay, so this thing right here is going to help. The Stroller helps to find the content. Okay, now this is epic. This is epic. Whoever figures this part out, I mean, this is the next $1 billion situation right here. You can, I don't want to say mind control, but it'll revolutionize education and be available anywhere there is a internet service, right? So, it's taking YouTube certification and stuff to the next level. I don't know what kind of licensing and stuff like that you got to have. I don't know what's open source available on the internet or whatever. And then with something like this, you may have to do some type of licensing where so many views gets this, that, and the other. There might be better information on Facebook Reels than there is on YouTube, than there is on Reddit, whatever. But the point is, everything would be in a video format so it holds attention. Video format so it holds attention. You know what I mean? You see the Chinese where they kind of limit, this, that, and the other, and then they, only allow a certain amount of whatever. Well, this is freedom-based. Instead of the CCP deciding what China gets to see, this is everybody on the internet said, dude knows what he's talking about. So you click on there, and tell me what I don't know, crowdsourced vetting and all this kind of stuff. It all kind of, make it make sense type of deal. And now, when this sends you to YouTube, algo.com via Stroller sends you to YouTube, there could be a content creator split. You know what I mean? Like, they're going to get paid because they're getting the YouTube views, and YouTube's going to make money off of it because of whatever. Same way, they're desiring your attention, right? So this is not put anybody out of business. This is work with them to make them more money. That's why make it make sense kicks in. Okay, we're gonna use algo.com. It's gonna make YouTube more money by suggesting the accurate topic via the desired outcome. Tell me what I don't know. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of I'm gonna say the Holy Spirit gave me this information, and I am not capable of putting this into practical use nor monetizing it. So this is a drop in the bucket. This is a video to go along with this paper that I will send to people that are appropriate, that can do stuff. Oh, do stuff. I'm letting my fingers do the walking. Look. I'm so fat my fingers can't eat. My fingers limp. All right, Rock Hill. Get her done, son.